we'll see Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Chiefs and the Giants, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and CD, our matchup here in this one, as so many do, revolves around the quarterback position. We've got an interesting pairing here. Tua Tagovailoa and Patrick Mahomes.
And I think for me, and this isn't an original thought by any stretch, and probably for these two head coaches as well, the key for them is going to be limiting the turnovers, limiting the free possessions. I mean, this isn't saying anything you don't already know, but you've got to be able to make the most out of your drives and see if your defense can help you out and take the ball away from the other team and give you a few extras.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
Taking in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 9 catches, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Caught, Kelce, left side. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's done it. 1,000 career catches with that last reception.
I don't care what you've done in your life. How many things have you done 1,000 times of significance? How about this? With that catch, now closing in on the top 10 all-time in NFL history, a very significant achievement.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to, when you want to on offense, and in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on, but this opening drive, while stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Tua now on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. The Giants are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 119 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
From the 39, Tua. And this is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And they're using him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now here's Mahomes.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for the entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On play action, here's Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. But we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Barkley, toss play left, and they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to pass. Tua.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
New York's offense back out there and set to go.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Tua now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now Tua.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. To the right side, it's Kelsey.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, we made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Mahomes going to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
As coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Edwards-Helaire. He tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's third and goal. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Butker's kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
To throw again on second down. Tua. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Slayton.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Off of play action, Tagovailoa buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. From midfield, here's Tua. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee.
So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. The Rams needing to hold on and win this one on the road.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it again with Barkley. Avoids him at the 40. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
A first down carry for Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. It definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it, and the running game is starting to pay off.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 26. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's a little grabbing, a little hand by any means necessary on 3rd down. He was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The offense coming back out. There's Van Jefferson leading them. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Edwards-Helaire. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down.
And a short gain here down to the 22. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Again, Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Barkley, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Tua. They'll set up the screen to Barkley.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A handoff, Barkley running left, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On play action, here's Tua. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, complete. Jefferson to target. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
They'll go to Barkley again. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be out for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Barkley, inside handoff. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
A handoff to Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. This offense so far on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Edwards-Helaire on the counter.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later, because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
115 yards on the ground for him so far.
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Tua. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Tua.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Tagovailoa.
Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Steps away to his left. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Now Tua.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Mahomes.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Chiefs, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.